Ladies and gentlemen from Salt Spring Island, Canada, the sufficient Zamboni.
It's an honor and a privilege to be here tonight before you to demonstrate the sleight of hand skills that I'm going to show you tonight. And to make sure that everything is legit, I'd like to get two people come up from the audience. We talked before the show. Gary, I'd like you to come sit right here beside me as one of the auditors. And Martin, thank you for coming. Thank you. I'm supposed to shake your hand. Toastmaster style, right? All right. So as I said, it's an honor and a privilege. And as such, I brought a brand new deck of cards because this is a really neat opportunity to be able to perform for you tonight. It's going to take about a minute or two to warm up the deck of cards. It's sort of like watching a fiddler tune their instrument beforehand when they have an important show. So if you have to take care of any sort of washroom breaks or get a drink or something like that, now would be a good time as I unseal this brand new pack and warm it up a little bit. You see, a brand new deck of cards, when it comes out of the box, it has a few burrs on it, so it takes a little bit. On top we have these two advertising cards. You've probably seen these before. Won't need those. And on the bottom we have two jokers. One's a little bit colorful, the other's black and white. I'll put this one away. Might need this one a little bit later. No longer need the blade. And they come in what's called new deck order. So you can see here that we've got the ace to king, king to ace, king to ace. And that is like a time-honored order that these cards tend to come in. So as I said, I've got to warm them up, get the burrs out a little bit. Won't take too long. This sort of runs them through the fingers and acts like a little bit of filing. One interesting thing about a deck of cards while I'm doing this is that they have very strange similarities, coincidental to a calendar year. So for instance, you've got black and white, or sorry, red and black, which are like day and night. And you also have 4 suits for the 4 seasons, right? You've got 13 cards per suit, which are akin to the 13 lunar cycles. That one's a little bit more esoteric. And oddly enough, if you add up all the cards in a deck, where ace, king, queen, and jack are 11, 12, 13, and 1, you get 364. And then if you count the jokers, the 2 of them, you sort of get 365 and a quarter if you add them up that way. So it's kind of an odd thing about a deck of cards. No one really knows how that originated. So I think now that we have things all warmed up, and I don't really have to rush, I don't think, because this is, this is Salt Spring Island. We don't have to rush here, right? It's Salt Spring time. All right, so now that we've got them warmed up, I can do some demonstrations for you. So one of them, for instance, is that I can cut to just about any card in the deck once I'm calibrated. For instance, if I wanted a king, do I have a king here?
You do.
Is this a king? Okay, I'm getting there. Gary, I'd like you to name a number, not a card yet, because I'm still calibrating the deck. Yeah, like in the deck. 4. Okay, I think I might be able to get a 4. Let's just see. Might be off by 1. I've been off by 1 recently in the early times. Is that a 4?
It's off by 1.
Oh, a 3! Okay, I'm getting calibrated. Once I'm calibrated, things get pretty cool. I'd like you to give me a card.
6.
A 6. Okay, a 6. A 6 is a tough one. Let's just see. I think... Do we have a 6 here?
You do have a 6 there.
Calibrated. This is great. Now we get this card. Thank you. Yeah, feel free to applaud that. Get some practice. So let's get started. I'm going to use you as the first auditor of reality here. I'm going to drop the cards into my hands one at a time like so. And I just want you at some point just to call out stop as I go through. Stop. Before I get to the end. There. Whew, that's pretty far. Would you like this one or this one?
I want this one.
Okay, I'm going to put it aside and no one's going to look at it. It's off to the side. This is the card you chose, right? And I'm going to try to figure out what that card is, sort of by reading the deck, so to speak. It's going to look a little bit odd. Some people just kind of deal through the pack when they're doing these tricks, but that's not what I'm going to do. I just need to get a sense of the pack. And I think, let's just see, if I run through, find one card. I've got a good feeling about this one. Okay, it's going to give us some information. So this is a 4. The 4 of diamonds, it's a red card. So that doesn't tell us much, but it tells us that your card could have been a 4, could have been red, could have been a diamond.
Okay.
Fair? All right, so we need more information. I'm going to cut here. Let's say actually here, and we're going to see which one's next. So this card on top here, I think it's going to be another 4 based on my intuition. 4 of hearts, right? Oh, that's good. Oh, yeah, you can draw that. 4 of hearts. So 4 of hearts, 4 of diamonds, probably a 4, but maybe just a red card. All right, so let's see. I'm going to cut once more. Let's say here. And I think you saw a flash of that. Is that another 4?
Yes, it is.
4 of spades. enthusiastic. So 4 of spades, 4 of hearts, 4 of diamonds. Good indication that this is going to be the 4 of clubs. Martin, would you verify for the audience that we have the 4 of clubs here?
I can't verify that. I'm afraid.
Beyond your authority? Ooh, it's a 5. As I said, off by 1. It takes a little while sometimes to calibrate the cards, but you know,
It was close.
the perfection is the enemy of the good. We can still salvage this because I have over here, if you look, actually, the 5 of hearts, the 5 of clubs, and the 5 of spades.
Oh, come on.